While ahead of the 2023 elections, journalists have been trained on fact-checking and safety to enable them carry out their traditional role of holding government to account. Stakeholders at a one-day capacity building for journalists re-echoed the need for journalists to provide citizens with accurate information that may influence decisions and governance. Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, in partnership with the Center for Journalism Innovation and Development, emphasized the importance of democracy-journalism interface.
Democracy is not a true democracy without a free press and free media. And the media, again, needs to be enabled to fulfill their mandate. Now, with the general elections ahead, these are very critical elections. I'm convinced they will determine the future of this beautiful country of Nigeria. So enabling journalists is, of course, going to enable them to cover better the elections. And we know how turbulent it can be around elections. So this is, again, very crucial.
Well, we are at the threshold of an election come February next year. And it's important to remind ourselves, journalists, how important it is for the realization of a very redoubtable, formidable democracy. Elections are very critical to the realization of democratic process. So we're here to talk about how we can do better reporting, how we can keep safe as journalists, and how we can help to detect both misinformation and disinformation in the process, which can then obscure, if you like, the whole messaging as important for voters and citizens.
Meanwhile, journalists say this workshop will help them report elections objectively, adhering to the watchdog agenda setting and gatekeeping role.
I really enjoyed, the workshop. It's an eye-opener, and it has also helped me to know that as a journalist, there are ways I can walk around those hurdles that we have, and that if one tries hard enough, you can actually, put the public interest first and do the right thing.
The program today is actually teaching us on a number of things on how to protect and keep ourselves safe during the election, basically. We've learned on how to control some of the information that we get from fake news, misinformation, malinformation, all kinds of things. So basically it's just getting your news straight and getting your facts right during the electioneering period.